Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to give you an overview of the rocks section in Success. Rocks are the key priorities you commit to every 90 days to stay aligned and focus on what matters most. To add a rock, simply click the Add Rock button at the top right corner. If you're adding your first rock, you'll see the option to add one directly from the center of the page. In this dialog, you can enter the rock title and an optional description. Next to the title, you can set the status. A rock has one of 4 statuses: on track, off track, done, or not done. You can also add milestones for a rock and set the due date for each milestone as well. On the right hand side, you can choose the due date for the rock, then choose whether it's a company rock or an individual rock. Next, you can select the team this rock belongs to. And if you'd like to add the rock to multiple teams, turn on Choose Multiple and select the teams you'd like to include from the dropdown. If you're creating a rock for the leadership team, you can select whether it's a company or individual rock. For other teams, you can choose between a departmental rock or individual rock. You can then select the owner of the rock. By default, this will be assigned to you, but you can change the owner if you'd like to assign it to someone else. You can also add files to the rock. Lastly, if you'd like to create multiple rocks one after another, turn on the option Create More here to keep the dialog open after saving. This allows you to continue adding rocks without having to open the dialog again each time. Once you're done, simply click Add Rock. Once you've added some rocks in the system, you'll see them organized into company rocks, followed by departmental rocks, and then rocks grouped by each owner. At the top of the page, you'll also see several filtering options. By default, the page is filtered by company-wide, which means you'll see all rocks for the teams you're a part of. You can filter by selecting a specific team, or if you'd like to view rocks from multiple teams, turn on Choose Multiple and select the teams you want to include. Next to the team filter, you can also filter rocks by status, owner, or the rock type. Then you can also search for a specific rock using a keyword. Moving over to the right side, you can filter by date period. You can choose to view all rocks, rocks from the current quarter, or even a custom date range. Next, under the display filter, you can choose whether to show or hide done and not done rocks. You can also choose how your rocks are displayed, such as by rock title, people, date created, which you can choose to display the newest rocks first or oldest first, or by the due date. Next, there's a chart icon that you can use to view your rock completion rate and track your progress toward your completion goal. Next, you can also print a copy of your rocks by clicking the printer icon. This will print the current rock data based on the filters you've selected. Select whether you want to print portrait or landscape, and then you'll have the option whether you want to include milestones or not in the printout. I'm going to select Include Milestones, and you'll see a preview of your rocks before printing. The icons above is where you can download to a PDF as well as print. To view a rock in more detail, you can either click the 3-dot icon and select Edit, or simply click on the rock record itself. This will take you to the rock's information page. You'll see here that you can raise an issue as well as add a to-do from a rock. When you click Raise Issue, in the pop-up, the first thing you'll see is the related rock information, and you can choose whether you'd like to auto-populate the rock title to be the issue title. Then you can add an optional description. Next to the title is the issue's status, and then you can choose whether this is for a short-term or a long-term issue. On the right-hand side, the team and owner will automatically populate based on the person creating the issue, but you can update these as needed. And then you can select the priority for this issue. Once you're done, click Add Issue, and the issue will be added to the issues list for the selected team and owner. Next, you can add a to-do from a rock in the same way. Click the Add To-Do button. You'll see there's the related rock title. I'm going to write a separate title for this to-do. Next to the title is the status. By default, it's set to to-do. The main difference is when creating a to-do, you can select whether it's a team or private to-do, and you can also assign a due date. Once you're done, click Add To-Do. You'll see here in the bottom right corner the issue and the to-do that we've just created, both linked to this rock. On this page, you can add new milestones to your rock by clicking the Add Milestone or the plus button. In this record, you can update to mark the status to completed, reassign the owner, and update the due date if you'd like. You can also raise an issue or add a to-do directly from a rock milestone here when you click the 3-dot icon. You can add as many milestones as you need between the current date and the rock's due date. Once you have a few milestones, they'll be displayed as dots along the rock. A milestone dot will turn green once it's completed, and you'll also see the percentage of milestones that have been completed. If a milestone's due date has passed and it hasn't been completed, the dot will turn red. Below the milestones, you'll find the attachments section to add any relevant files to the rock. You can also add comments to the rock, and anyone within the team can leave a comment here. On the right-hand side, you can update the rock's status, due date, rock type, owner, and team. You'll also see the created date here and the date when the rock's status was last updated. And then the small icons above here, you can move to the previous rock or the next rock, copy this rock's page URL link, close the side panel, and the three-dot icon to do more of the same actions, where you can also make a copy or delete this rock. You can also perform these actions by simply right-clicking on a rock from the main rocks list. Lastly, we have the Archives tab. This is where done and not done rocks from previous quarters are stored. This helps keep your active rocks view focused on the current quarter while still allowing you to review past performance and history when needed. Just know that only done and not done rocks can be archived. To archive a rock, you can click on the three-dot icon or right-click on the rock and select Archive. If you'd like to archive multiple rocks at once, click the three-dot icon at the top right corner and click the Select Multiple option. Alternatively, you can press and hold the Shift key on your keyboard, then click on a rock. This will activate the multi-select boxes. Keep holding Shift and select all the rocks you'd like to include. You can deselect any rocks you don't want to archive. However, even if on-track or off-track rocks are included in your selection, they will not be archived. Then, from the Actions menu at the bottom, select Archive. Now you'll see the rocks have been archived in the Archive tab. You can also perform additional actions in bulk when selecting multiple rocks. From the Actions menu at the bottom, you can update the owner by assigning the rocks to yourself or someone else, change the team, status, or due date, and delete multiple rocks at once. And in the top right corner here, you can also import rocks from an Excel file or export your list of rocks here to Excel. And that's everything you need to know about the rocks section in Success. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us at support@success.co. You can also easily reach us or send us an email directly through the help and support icon at the top of the page. Thank you for watching.